Hey, Megan, somebody asked me where to find us on the socials.
We are at Middle Ground Books.
And where? Which socials could we use that?
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. We're also on YouTube.
Oh, we're on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
So what are we on YouTube?
It's also just Middle Ground Books.
What, were we not creative?
You want to keep it consistent. Consistency is what we were going for.
So if somebody searches for Middle Ground Books on the internets, what are they going to find?
Our bookstore.
Hopefully they'll find us.
They'll find our website. They'll find our socials.
Will they find a podcast?
They will.
When did we start doing a podcast? Hey, and welcome to Middle Ground Books After Hours.
My name's Megan.
I am Debra.
And I'm still Lance.
I'm glad you're still Lance. I don't want you to be someone else.
So glad you guys could join us this morning, afternoon, or evening. Or it could be the dead of night, for all that we know. We had previously, in our previous episode, we were going to talk about maybe reading the Necronomicon this week by Lovecraft. We totally did not manage that. And July is the birth month for
some famous children's books authors.
Yes, I was pausing so you could.
Oh, you want me to say?
That's why I was looking at you.
I don't know the dates of their birthdays, but I know that Beatrix Potter and E.B. White were both born in the month of July. So we thought that we might talk a bit about those children's books. Like E.B. White and Beatrix Potter both wrote sort of anthropomorphized, is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Animal stories. And it seems like a lot of children's stories are like humanized animals, which,
yeah.
I don't know. Why?
Funny to me that actually Charlotte's Web got an attempted ban on it because of the talking animal factor.
Which is crazy because there's a long history of books.
Another reason is the fact of like the topic of death in it, that's too much for children, too sad.
Where were those people when we were kids?
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like out of a lot of the stories children's stories that have something to do with death, that Charlotte's Web is kind of the most mild because he doesn't actually end up being, like, Wilbur doesn't actually end up being butchered. He's saved.
But Charlotte dies.
Charlotte dies, yes.
Spoiler alert.
But, I mean, she's a spider, like.
And you have zero compassion.
I do not care for spiders.
Yeah.
Although, I talked about, when I was talking about Mickey 7 on the last episode, he was like, I am the spider. Remember?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I can have empathy for spiders at sometimes. I just wish they would not come into my house. They should stay outdoors and
where they belong.
catch the mosquitoes and other bugs, but please don't come in my house, Mr. Spider.
Well, and I think more broadly, we might talk a little bit about more animal literature, even though it's mainly about E.B. White.
And Beatrix Potter.
And he wrote more than just animal stories.
This is true.
He had a sterling gift to everyone who ever took a college comp class.
Oh, yes.
E.B. White and Strunk. Guide to Style. English Style Guide. Probably one of the driest books that's out there on English language, I think. Maybe.
So he wrote the talking animals for fun, probably, because I'm sure it's not fun to write those either.
So, but to me, like, I feel like Charlotte's Web is it's just pretty good, solid, well-written, enjoyable children's literature. Stuart Little, on the other hand, always weirded me out, even as a child. Like, I still don't like Stuart Little now because it takes it to another level, that this is like a tiny mouse that humans adopt. Like, what?
Like their child.
What?
Yeah.
Like, that's very messed up.
So, hang out with us as we're talking about E.B. White and Beatrix Potter, and maybe more broadly some animal stories. And there will be some other stuff going on. But first, going on in the store with this week. First of all, we are going to have, actually, I think it's the same night this drops, is our late night with Meadowlark.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. So there'll be a writer's workshop and some authors in the store. And so, yeah, you can join us from 6 to 8 p.m. on Thursday.
I'm always tempted to say it's a poetry steel cage death match.
That would be more exciting.
Yeah. And, we could get some AI pictures of, like, local poets, like, jumping off the balcony in luchador masks or something,
And wearing stretchy pants for fun.
Was it last month that you weren't there? There was one guy who, it was a lot of, like, protests, like, I'm angry at the government kind of poetry, which, relatable.
Like slam poetry?
Yeah.
Maybe slap poetry.
Yeah.
It could be exciting. Come and find out.
And they've made crafts.
It's true. And I've noticed, I've been seeing around town, like the poetry that they made at the store and laminated, which was very exciting for some of our regular customers. They laminated the poetry, and I've been seeing it around town. Like, I saw one on the signboard at Bourbon Cowboy, and I saw one in the restroom at Mulready's Pub, and I can't think of the third place. There was a third place that I saw
saw it in the wild.
Week. Yes, I was like, hey, it's
but
the
you
poetry
need to back up
from
and
Poetry
explain
Night
this, because backing it up, because the theme was vigilante poetry. And so it's the movie The Adventures of Amélie Poulain. In one of the closing scenes, there's this failed author whose name is Hipólito. And he, like, someone writes a quote from him, just spray paints it on this building.
Something about the scourge
of yesterdays or something like. And, it makes him happy. It's the spring in his step. And so it's Midwestern vigilante poetry, because they didn't spray paint local poets onto buildings or anything. They made, they decorated little, pages and then laminated them so they could stick the laminated poems up in different places without causing any property damage or without upsetting anyone. Oliver loved running the laminator. He was just over the moon about getting to run the laminator. I mean, it is honestly
kind of fun.
Who wouldn't get excited about running a laminator?
I mean, I laminate things quite a lot in my job, so I don't get too excited about it.
I get a little stressed about it when I have to run the laminator at my job.
I think if it's a novelty to you, it's not something you usually do. I could see how it could be fun.
I could see that being a whole YouTube thing. Will it laminate? Ham sandwich.
No.
Will it laminate?
If I put a ham sandwich through the laminator at my work, I think that I might get reprimanded.
You would lose your laminating privileges, probably.
Like, Debra is no longer allowed to use the laminator.
And
I might have to pay the repair bill.
Ooh, that could be pricey. Yeah, don't do that.
It's a big industrial-sized laminator.
See, and when I think of lamination, I think of this big, press thing that, my mom had. It's like...
No, ours is, rollers, and you, feed it through, and it's, and you don't want to get your fingers in there.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, it's very hot, yeah.
Yep. That's kind of what we have at the library, too.
So, yeah. Message in. Tell us about your laminating experience.
Super exciting stuff. Hearing about our laminating.
But truly, I could empathize with Oliver about the excitement over the laminator, because as a child, my mom was an elementary school teacher, and she would gather up and all the things that she was going to laminate. She had the things and then she had all these little extra things that she just put in there to fill in the spaces, because she didn't want to waste any of the laminating sheets, and so she would feed it through. Yeah, and she would feed all the things through, and then I was allowed to help with cutting all those little detailed parts apart.
She never tried laminating a ham sandwich.
And I could not touch the laminator because I was a child, but I would stand by watching as she would be feeding all this stuff through. Oh, it's so cool. And now they're waterproof, and they're going to last forever. And I still have various cat and dog bookmarks hanging out in the house from when my mom was an elementary teacher 40 years ago.
So we're going to try to rope it back around. The other big thing I wanted to mention, Coming up July 25th at 1 p.m., we have, again, I changed it back, but Carrie Moyer and Julie Baker Brin it's probably not going to be a steel cage deathmatch poetry slap down, but it will be an extravaganza for the ages.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea it was going to be that serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going to get like push pops or something.
That's
a push
Saturday.
pop.
You said 1 p.m. and I was like, what? 1 p.m.? It's a Saturday.
Yes, it is a Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
that makes more sense.
The orange like creamsicle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Do we even have the Flintstones ones? Nothing says poetry like Flintstones push pops.
I love push pops.
That's what I was just saying. I'm like, oh man, that's a summertime treat.
And I like the fluffy yogurt that's like the orange dream flavor because it makes me think of push pops.
And baby aspirin.
Stop. You always try to ruin it for me.
Just let us enjoy push pops, Lance.
Nobody here knows, like, you can't even buy baby aspirin anymore, right?
Yeah, you can.
Really? I
yeah.
thought aspirin was like bad for babies.
It is. It's bad for anyone under 18. But they still sell it for weird adults who want
Ice cream.
No.
Right now.
It's more that it's a smaller dose. So like people who take aspirin for like managing their, what is it? There's a reason you do it, for heart health or something.
Condiments.
Okay, but you skipped over on the 21st. We will have our mystery book club, and Megan is the fantasy book club on the 23rd. Yeah, so come to those clubs. Tuesday the 21st is the mystery book club, and Thursday the 23rd is the fantasy book club.
And when's Alien Worlds?
I don't know. When is it?
I don't know.
It's your
club. You tell us.
I put it on the calendar. That's all I know.
don't have the calendar in front of me.
here. It's the 18th.
Look at that.
So you better get cracking.
Oh, I already read it.
Oh, okay.
We're doing EXO.
Okay.
So that will be Saturday the 18th. Okay. Saturday right after this should air.
Yes. All right. So who do you want to talk about first, Debbie?
I have to talk first? How about you talk first for once?
I always talk.
You always talk last. You talk first this time.
So we'll go chronologically. So Beatrix.
Yeah, when did she actually live?
1866 to 1943.
Okay, so 1866, that means, but she's British, right?
Yes.
But I was going to say, so she was born like right after the Civil War.
Yeah, Manchester, England. Okay. So she is British, and we will forgive her that.
I mean, she didn't choose.
Important thing, sheep farmer.
She was, or her father was?
She was, no, like her family was, but she was, and has like this is the backward hat research. So, like really significant within the larger world of sheep breeding.
Oh.
True
Her
story.
family is?
Yeah, and she in particular.
Okay.
Also, she loved all of the physical sciences minus astronomy. Did not love astronomy, but her mycological research, her research on fungi or fungi.
You're a fun guy.
She
loves mushrooms.
It was at that time when people really looked down on women, and she was going to write a paper on some of her research onto fungi, and basically they told her blah 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 blah.
Blah, you're a lady. You don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it.
And
oh, but they were British, so it would have been.
You're right.
Oh, darling, don't trouble yourself over that.
the other thing is Peter Rabbit. We're familiar with Peter Rabbit.
Hopefully, most of
you associate Beatrix Potter with Peter Rabbit.
Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter.
Peter
Very
was,
naughty.
in 1902, became the first licensed stuffed toy.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
We have some in our store, actually.
We do. And we even have like a Peter Rabbit little tea set, don't we?
We do.
So I'm going to just read some of the catalog. The Tale of Peter Rabbit, 1902. Squirrel Nutkin, 1903. Tale of Gloucester, 1903. Benjamin Bunny, 1904. Tale of Two Bad Mice. Tale of Mr. Tiddlywinkle, 1905. Tale of Pie and Patty Pan, 1904. Mr. Jeremy Fisher, 1906. Story of a Fierce Bad Rabbit.
Danger Bunny?
Yes. 1906, Story of Miss Moppet, 1906. Tale of Tom Kitten, 1907. There's like several of these.
I have the whole collection right here on the table.
Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck, 1908.
She was not a very wise duck.
She is so dumb.
You know.
Jemima, get some wisdom.
Wise up, girl.
Tale of Samuel Whiskers or the Roly-Poly Pudding, which is
That
everyone's.
one is very troubling.
Tale of Flopsy Bunnies, Tale of Ginger and Pickles, the Tale of Mrs. Tittlemaus, the Tale of Timmy Tiptoes, the Tale of Mr. Todd, the Tale of Pigling Bland, Appley Dapley's Nursery Rhymes, the Tale of Johnny Town Mouse, Cecil Parsley's Nursery Rhymes, and the Tale of Little Pig Robinson. That one, 1930 for the last, 1922 for the second to the last.
Those last few you mentioned are not in the collection that I have here.
It was more those that she was churning out every year, kind of short stories.
They were every year till the Tale of Pigling Bland, and then Appley Dapley's is 1917, 1918 for Town Mouse, 1922 for Nursery Rhymes, and 1930. Big. She just needed to take it easy for a little while.
Rest. I mean, with
maybe
all the
concentrate on sheep for a while.
When did she die? You said that she was born in 1866.
1943, so that would have been right in the middle of World War II.
Huh.
Probably
what
around.
An interesting period to have lived. Think about all the changes that happened in the world in that time period.
Yeah. Lots and lots.
So I did it. I did the backwards hat internet research.
Good job.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, as we said, I think a lot of people are familiar with the Tale of Peter Rabbit, but less so with some of the others. So, I was thinking I might read a bit from the Tale of Squirrel Nutkin.
I'm thinking everybody needs to know about Roly-Poly Pudding.
Oh. So, yeah.
So, in the story, Roly-Poly Pudding, there is a kitten. Actually, there's more than one kitten, isn't there?
Yes, but there's one that is in peril.
Yeah, but the one who's in peril is a little moron.
Well,
Not a little moron? Or just a cat?
he's just a kitten. He gets into mischief, okay? It's just what they do.
I think that he's bad, though. Like, so
no worse than any other cat.
Peter Rabbit gets himself into trouble because he's just like, he's hungry and he's curious and he's a kid and he does things he shouldn't. Squirrel Nutkin gets himself in trouble because he is disrespectful and rude to a large owl, which is not wise.
Yeah, if you're a small creature, I mean, owls eat those.
And the Roly-Poly Pudding, I don't really remember if the kitten is necessarily bad or if he's just being a kitten.
No, they were just being like, he and his sisters were playing hide and seek, I believe. Like they were hiding in some places.
I'm trying to skim through and see.
Well, go ahead and read the...
Or they were hiding from their mom because their mom was gonna like having a friend over or something. And like,
once upon a time, there
now.
was an old cat called Mrs. Tabitha Twitchett who was an anxious parent. She used to lose her kittens continually, and whenever they were lost, they were always in mischief. On baking day, she determined to shut them up in a cupboard. Wow.
Oh, baking day. Okay.
This is called gentle parenting.
She caught Moppet and Mittens, but she could not find Tom. Mrs. Tabitha went up and down all over the house, mewing for Tom Kitten. She looked in the pantry, under the staircase. She searched the best spare bedroom that was all covered up with dust sheets. She went right upstairs and looked into the attics, but she could not find him. Anywhere. So he's hiding because he doesn't want to be contained in a cupboard.
Our cats do that when we try to put them downstairs. Mm-hmm. They'd run away and go hide somewhere.
I'm just wondering.
It's just cat behavior.
This sounds like some place I would like to live, though. Listen to this. It was an old house full of cupboards and passages. Some of the walls were 4 feet thick, and there used to be queer noises inside them. Oh, dear. Spooky. As if there might be a little secret staircase. Certainly there were odd little jagged doorways in the wainscot, and things disappeared at night. Especially cheese and bacon.
So I'm going to need to take just a little step back. I mean, so this is Tale of Tom Kitten. When was this?
This is the Roly-Poly Pudding.
Roly-Poly Pudding.
But Tom is the character.
1908. So this is 1908. So this is a little bit before World War I, right? Or is this in World War I?
No, it's before World War I.
Before World War I. And the parents reading this to their children were just like, oh, yeah, putting the children in the cupboard.
Stuff them in a cupboard when you want them out of the way.
And that happens in Harry Potter. Is this a British thing? Did Britons
Putting
just
children in the cupboard?
shove their kids in a
I really
closet
hope
or in
not.
a cupboard? Like,
Sure. Why not? I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not
it's
British.
a cupboard, a baby, they've got those little baby cages. Or the little,
Okay, so skipping forward, the visitor comes and they're trying to figure out, they're still like searching, and then,
Yeah, they can't find Tom.
"Oh, mother," said Mittens. "Oh, mother, there has been an old man rat in the dairy, a dreadful, enormous big rat, mother, and he's stolen a pat of butter and the rolling pin." He's stolen the pat of butter and the rolling pin because they have captured Tom, and they're making Tom into the roly-poly pudding.
Yeah. They're rolling him up in some dough. It's very distressing. They're like,
is
where are you
very
going to eat this
distressing.
poor kitten?
And this book has
Rats.
Beatrix Potter's original illustrations. So
Yeah.
the picture that's the most disturbing is like, have you seen those burrito pictures where it's like a cat with sticking out?
yeah.
Like that's what this looks like. But there's
It's all
like these
rolled up.
two rats that are like getting prepared to cook and eat Tom Kitten. Ah! How is this a good children's story?
Teach you not to run away from your mom when she's trying to find you to put you someplace.
Do you think that's what the
I
point
don't
was?
know.
See, and I'm looking this from kind of the Epicurean, the foodie side. How much cat hair is it going to be in this pudding? Like,
So much.
I mean,
they're rats, though. Do they really care?
So they tie Tom Kitten up with the string, and will not the string be very indigestible, Anna Maria? Inquired Samuel Whiskers. Anna Maria said she thought that it was of no consequence. But she wished that Tom Kitten would hold his head still as it disarranged the pastry.
How dare you?
Be still, you squirmy kitten. Let us cook you. I'm sorry. It's just...
good.
Yum.
Tom Kitten bit and spat and mewed and wriggled, and the rolling pin went roly-poly, roly-poly, roly-roly. The rats each held an end.
So,
Roly
this is going to be
poly
too late for all of you. On the 11th, we are having a Red Wall Second Breakfast Club, and we're going to be eating some very nice foods from the Red Wall books that are all about food and booze. I'm not thinking I want a Beatrix Potter cookbook.
There are other foods they talk about. I mean, you could have some nice vegetables from Mr. McGregor's garden.
Well, this is a great casserole.
Ha!
But like in what was the other story where there was a mouse pie? What
Yeah, I
was
don't
it?
want a mouse pie either. No.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean,
want
they're cats. A mouse pie makes sense for them, but I mean, our cats would probably love a nice mouse pie.
I don't know, like because we've offered them good things like tuna from like sushi quality tuna,
Yeah.
and they kind of sniff it and are like, "What's
They lick
that?"
it and they're kind of like, I don't know what that is. Well, but that
That's
was before
not
we got
kibble.
that's before we got the kitten. The goblin would probably eat anything.
Yeah, maybe she would.
She's
So if somebody wanted this book, do we have it in stock in the store?
we do
We
not.
do have the Tale of Peter Rabbit
Yes,
for
but-
certain, and we have different various individual copies of different tales in the used book section, but we probably should order a collection such
Treasury.
as this.
I thought we had it at one time. Maybe we just haven't ordered it.
And this is called
again.
The 23 Tales, right?
The book that I'm looking at is called The Great Big Treasury of Beatrix Potter with her original illustration.
Can you still get those like mini books of those? Because that's what I remember getting from the library. Those tiny little.
Yeah, we had some mini ones. But the thing with those is that they frequently don't have the whole story.
Oh, really?
Like we had a little mini version of the Tale of Peter Rabbit. And when we purchased this collection and I read it, I was like, oh, there is a lot in here that was left out in the small book.
Oh.
So
Yeah. My youngest sister loved checking those out from the library when she was little because they're the right size for tiny hands.
yeah, and the illustrations are really nice too. Yeah, that is the trouble with this great big treasury. It's not handy for a child to hold. So
Yeah, and so we can find this on bookshop.org, right? if you wanted a new copy.
You could look, yeah.
Also, probably you can find some Beatrix Potter or E.B. White on Libro FM.
Oh, for sure.
We appreciate when you guys do use our story. That is down in the comments. Ron is so amazing getting that set up for us every time. The other thing, there are a couple of things, actually, to talk about. First of all, if any of you listened to last episode, Cosmic Adam Sound Studios consistently wows us. Ron takes out all the long, awkward pauses, the confused things that we say. He leaves in a lot of stuff.
He puts in some great music, and
he wrote so much music for he made me into a dragon in the last podcast.
Another dream come true.
I didn't even know that was a dream.
So you wanted to be an announcer for a monster truck rally, but you never once in your life thought, what would it be like to be a dragon? That surprises me.
Yeah, me too.
Like you never imagined being able to breathe fire and being able to fly and swoop down and pick up a sheep.
That's oddly specific.
Dragons are known sheep stealers. If you watch House of the Dragon, you know.
They have to eat. I think that the reason I said that is because on the Voyage of the Dawn Treader, when, what's his name? The really annoying cousin, Eustace Scrub, is turned into a dragon. There's something mention of stealing sheep.
But anyway, if you would love to have your own podcast, or if you just want to pretend you're a dragon, reach out to Cosmic Adam Sound Studios today. For your trial, I want to be a dragon package.
That's a thing?
It is now.
Ron, I had no idea you offered such
I don't know what it is now. Ron's just stuck. Ron, I'm interested in the I want to be a dragon package.
He'll be like, well.
The other thing for all of you who are on YouTube's.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ron, if you can do a fade away to when I said, it wasn't that long ago. Like we were just over 100 subscribers. And I was like, oh, never having read one. Maybe that's going to be a challenge. Like,
you can read a
I don't
Harlequin
think you
romance.
need to do that. You already suffered through the
if,
pulp detective.
If we get 500 followers on YouTube, I'm reading a Harlequin. In fact, maybe we'll narrate a Harlequin.
It's a challenge now, dear listeners. He's saying if you get our numbers to 500, he's going to read a Harlequin. What is it now? 600 something.
Yeah, evidently.
Hey, we're
you guys,
steadily climbing.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for spreading the word.
You evidently really wanted me to read a Harlequin romance.
We've been finding some little gems
really
that are
wonderful
possibilities for Lance to read. He hasn't decided, I don't think, which one he wants to read, but there's some interesting options.
It feels a little like Russian roulette with a 9mm.
628. Woohoo!
Look at
Make
us
the
go.
celebration sounds. Woo!
Thank you guys, and I will, as promised, read. I've been saying we should read it as a family, and I'll read it to the girls.
I'm good.
You can read it aloud if you want, and that'll make it all the more awkward for you.
So, again, thank you for all of you who like, subscribe, lock us in on Apple iTunes or on Spotify. Thanks so much. And now back to E.B. White. So, E.B. White, born 1899 and lived till 1985. He is from Mount Vernon, New York. Early on, Stuart Little was written in 1945. He never went to World War II.
How old would he have, if he was born in 1899? He would have been too young to be conscripted for World War I and too old to be conscripted for World War II. So he was American, though, right?
Yep, he was American. So Stuart Little is 1945, so just at the tail end of World War II. Charlotte's Web is in 1952. And then Strunk and White, his edition of Elements of Style, was written in 1959. I know that's important to all of you. And then finally, 1970, Trumpet of the Swan. That was actually the William Allen White Book of the Year for 1970.
Did Stuart Little also win? No, it didn't.
Yeah, I don't. They didn't believe in rodents.
But that, I guess, if Stuart Little was in what year?
1945.
Oh, so it was before the award. Yeah. I was thinking The Mouse and the Motorcycle. It was some other mouse book.
Yeah, Beverly Cleary.
Yeah.
That
she
was
got the William Allen Award. Thinking of a different mouse book.
What are you wanting me to say? You're looking at me expectantly.
That's the shut up button.
No, yeah, that's also the, hey, somebody should say something button. I did my little backwards hat research bed.
I looked up some stuff. Some backwards hat research as well, but...
Okay, so...
I already made my comments about E.B. White at the top of the episode that Stuart Little has always disturbed me. And you two didn't really respond about what you thought about it.
I never read
I didn't
Stuart
read
Little.
that one. I mean, I saw the movie when they made the movie. But
and again, the movie was even more so because...
Oh, really?
More disturbing than the book because it's like, okay, this is like, I'm seeing it, actually seeing like these people who have a son then treating this mouse as an equal to this little boy. And that's like, as a parent, that was so messed up to me.
Maybe the little boy just really sucked.
Wow. But I remember the cover, like the book cover, he's like in a tiny little canoe. So it's kind of like made me, it had like Tom Thumb vibes, which also that fairy tale I was always like, okay, this makes no sense. How can their child be this size? I don't know. Like
the human child was that small?
Tom Thumb, it was a human child that small. So it's kind of like Tom Thumb, but it's even more weird because it's a mouse. Especially in light of like the mouse stories, we were just looking at the pictures with Beatrix Potter, then like at least all of the characters in Beatrix Potter, they're all animals. Mm-hmm. And the thing with Stuart Little is that it's so weird because this is like an anthropomorphized mouse that is even given like equal value as a human. And even as a child, I was like, this is not right.
The mouse does talk, right?
Yes. But that's what's so weird. It's like, it's not right. Like, this is not right. In Charlotte's Web, I liked that as a child because, yes, the animals all talked to each other, but they didn't talk to Fern. Like, Fern had wonderful empathy and loved Wilbur, but it wasn't like she could actually hear Wilbur speaking.
But wasn't that kind of part of E.B. White's whole thing? People now might say, you're being very speciesist by saying that, a human is worth more than a mouse. I mean, lots of people, if a mouse runs across the room or a cockroach, they will get on a chair or smash it or call an exterminator. But not everyone would.
At least in the Tom Thumb tale, it was like this was the only child they had. And so they loved him, and it was somehow supposed to actually be their child, if I'm remembering right.
I don't remember. Yeah,
but
something weird like that.
In Stuart Little, it's like they had a child. And so if you are ever a parent and you have had a child, yes, you still love your pets. But there is a difference between the love you feel for your baby and the love that you feel for your dog. At least for me, that was true. I don't know. You're right. I guess I am a speciesist. I guess you are correct. But Stuart Little was, yeah. But Charlotte's Web, I absolutely love. And it's so clever. And it's so, like, I love how they send Templeton the rat to go and get them, like, different advertisements. And they like, radiant. This pig is radiant. And I love all of that. It makes me...
Well, and I think we have the Page to Screen book club that happens every month in the store. The live action of Charlotte's Web.
Live action?
Wasn't there like a
there was.
CGI?
Oh, I never watched that.
Action?
I only watched the animated
And I think
one.
that was actually decent.
It was.
Like when we were children, there was an animated one that we watched after we read the book in class. And I think some of us might have cried when Charlotte dies at the end. Like we were second graders. It was a time in our lives.
Yeah. I remember being very sad about Charlotte dying as a child.
So you guys don't think that kids shouldn't read it because of the whole dying and being sad thing?
No, I think that it's important because death is part of life. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's important. And so children have to have the opportunity and the space to think about it and consider it that it's not yeah,
I agree. I just thought it was funny that
it's ridiculous.
Like that's a reason to ban it. It's like they're never going to encounter sad things or the death of an animal or loved one in their lives. Come on.
I mean,
be real.
And I think, especially parents should read Beatrix Potter to their kids because it's like, hey, you got it pretty good. I don't lock you in the cupboard. I'm not trying to feed you any of our pets. Like we've never had cat pudding.
Be grateful, kid. No, you're right.
If we were going to say it was a food object, what would you say, like the 23 Tales, as a group of the Beatrix Potter, what food item would that one be?
Some weird pastry meat pie.
Yeah.
with mystery meat.
The nondescript.
It could be mice in that pie.
It's the gray mystery meat like what you used to get in the school cafeteria.
But it would have to be actually good. You'd have to be unsure about it, but it would have to actually be good. Because, I mean, the stories they're charming.
The illustrations also really make it. Like, I love I was flipping through that book and looking at the Tom Kitten one, where she, like the mama cat, I don't remember what her name is. She's like getting all the kittens dressed. And Tom is he looks hilarious in the picture in his little outfit. Mm-hmm. Because they mentioned that he got too fat for it, like since the last time he wore it. And so he's all like stuffed into this outfit and it's the cutest.
And for E.B. White, I don't want to do one for everyone. Drunken White, saltine crackers. Saltine crackers for the
because it's very bland.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me that this is a style guide and you're saying that it's horrible and dry and bland. Like, why did you not use some style in your style guide?
Yeah, it was a style guide for like literally almost 100 years ago. And it was actually originally authored at the turn of the 20th century. So I think the first edition is like maybe 1918 or 1923. And he updated it in 1959. So. Okay,
but still.
That's not, yeah.
What food would Stuart Little be?
Something
weird.
Okay,
cheese.
If you
He's a mouse, it's cheese.
If you loved Stuart Little, the book or the movie, please do comment and educate me and tell me what I have misunderstood and what is wrong. Help me to stop being a speciesist, please.
Yeah, a Charlotte's Web would have to be like bacon.
Oh no!
It's the opposite of what it would be.
Before we close up, so next week, I will have the Harlequin read by next week's episode. But before then, we had a comment. We had an actual comment. Yay! Oh, wait, that's not applause. That's laughing. Whoops.
Oops. Well, it is kind of a funny comment. So this is from the episode, I don't know the number, chapter 33, episode 33. Accidentally on Purpose. And there's a comment from Pottery Joe.
Yay, Joe, you're the awesome.
Joe! Yeah, but Megan, you might not be so happy when I read the comment to you. This is what he says.
Joe!
I'm really sorry I missed out on the frustrating Megan segment. That was always the highlight of my day.
Dang it, Joe! He did like to annoy me. It's true. I think it's a lot of people's favorite pastime, I think.
People who love you, Megan, we just like to tease you. So we were recently in Brown's Shoe Fit, the wonderful shoe store in downtown Emporium.
Come and see Aaron Otto for all of your footwear needs.
So we were in there looking for shoes because, believe it or not, as booksellers, we spend a lot of time on our feet. So we buy quality shoes at Brown's Shoe Fit. And I was teasing Megan about various things as I was going around. And Aaron was like, wow, you're really hitting Megan hard today. I'm like, it's a service that I provide. I pick on her. That's how I tell her I love her. So I'm not the only one. So thank you, Joe, for your comment.
And as always, please do like, subscribe, favorite, sponsor us in the dungeon crawl.
No. I would so die if I were in the dungeon.
I'm not making it to the next floor. Nope.
And until next time,
we'll meet you in the middle. Hey, I'm Megan from Middle Ground Books. Thanks for listening to Middle Ground Books After Hours with me, Debra, and Lance. If you're in Emporia, stop in and see us at 606 Commercial Street. Browse books and other fun stuff, sip some tea, and just enjoy the bookshop vibes. Middle Ground Books After Hours is produced and remotely engineered by Cosmic Atom Sound Studios, producing the vision and making it sound. Cosmic Atom Sound Studios. Let's come together and build something new. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, we'll meet you in the middle.
Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and thought, I could be a dragon? You dream of soaring through the air. You dream of stealing a sheep and eating it whole. The wool stuck in your teeth.
No, you dream of roasting it over a spit with your own fire.
You dream of roasting it over spit with your own fire. Yes, even this dream can come true with the new Be Your Own Dragon package from Cosmic Atom Sound Studios.